Hello, everybody. Very, very warm welcome to day 17 of the 21-day global online Sahaja Yoga Meditation class. A hearty welcome to you all. My name is Mahima, and I'm coming to you from Sydney in Australia. So on this 17th day of this 21-day journey, a warm welcome to all of you from wherever you are coming from. What a remarkable journey we have been all on this. And also to see so many of you are coming and joining us from day one onwards. It's really amazing. And also we are noticing that new people are joining us on a daily basis as well. So it is quite a remarkable journey, and the experiences you are sharing and the feedback you are giving that you're enjoying this meditation. So we'll continue this meditative journey today on the 17th day. We've got quite a meditative program for you today. So first of all, a very big thank you to Bagus from Japan, who was playing the piano for us while you were joining in for the last few minutes while the introduction was going on. So we're very, very grateful and thankful for coming all the way from Japan and playing such amazing, beautiful meditative music. I was, for the last 15 minutes, I had no thought while I was trying to, get started into this meditation. So thank you, Bagus. So in today's session, there are a few interesting things. I heard last night's session was quite a long one. So we are going to be very mindful of that today, and we're not going to keep you for very long today. But the plan for today is that we will be having a breakout room for anybody who is attending for the first time today. We have a separate breakout room in which you will be going and assigned to a meditation practitioner who will take you through the self-realization guided meditation. And to be able to facilitate that, simply click the chat button on your Zoom meeting and put in yes. So if you put in yes, we will be allocating you to a breakout room. And all you need to do is, when it says you are ready to move, you can just say yes, and then it will transfer you to breakout room. So you don't have to technically do anything. You just have to simply put yes in the chat pod, and we will be transporting you into the breakout room. So that's the first thing. In the breakout room today, we have Divya from Canberra joining us, who will be leading the guided meditation. So welcome, Divya. If you could turn on your camera. So we'll introduce you to the participants. There she is. So this is Divya. Hi, how are you?
I'm very good, thank you.
So nice to see you. We're coming from all different parts of Australia and world, and then we get to see each other on this Zoom. So that's wonderful. So Divya is going to be the lead for today. Divya, how is your Sahaja Yoga journey going, and why do you meditate?
Oh, that's a very good question. Why do we meditate? Uh, I can't think my life without meditation. I'm doing Sahaja Yoga meditation for more than 20 years now. And for me, it's kind of a lifestyle. So I can't think about not meditating. So my day starts with morning meditation. And then because I'm a doctor by profession, so my life is very busy at work. So it's like so many things happening during the day. And, I'm just uh, when I come back home, I have to bring myself back to myself. So I do need to do my footwork and my meditation to bring myself into balance so that, I can go on with my life. So and it's really beautiful to feel connected with the all pervading this divine energy, which, looks after us, which keeps us into balance. And so, yeah, I can't think my life without meditation now.
Wow, that is such a wonderful thing. So thank you again for helping out today and taking the new first-time attendees to a guided meditation in the breakout room. So we will see you, or they will see you soon in the breakout room. So thanks for coming, Divya. Today also we have Andrew, who's going to be leading the guided meditation for the main room. But before we, I can see Andrew. Hello, Andrew. So nice to see you. Andrew's coming to you from Sydney as well, and he's been a long-time practitioner of Sahaja Yoga meditation. Andrew, you're on mute.
Okay, I'll speak. Hello. Thank you for inviting me.
Yeah. So Andrew will be leading the meditation in this main session for today. And before I hand it over to Andrew, I just have a few housekeeping things to tell you. So yesterday, I think there was a mentoring form that was shared with you, and we will share that mentoring form again for you. So this form is targeting for all of you who would like to continue this meditative journey and who would like Sahaja Yoga practitioners to be able to support this journey with you. And they will be guiding you through answering your questions and sorting any questions or any meditation related questions or queries or experiences that you wish to share or you want to extend that journey. So we will put together that form. So Vivek, is that all right to share that form in the chat so people can see? Oh, here's the link. So the link has been already put in your chat. So if you click onto the link, you can request to be assigned a mentor, and that person could take this meditative journey beyond these 21 days to extend, and you will have a support. Currently, and then also in beyond the 21 days. So do click on that and give your preferences or put in your request, and we will be assigning you somebody probably from your country or from your language or whatever background that it matches to help to give you the maximum support for that. So today's meditation, as led by Andrew, will be primarily focusing on the holistic meditation. And this is tailored again based on the feedback that you have provided us, that you want to learn how to meditate on your own or how to holistically meditate, balancing your system and saying affirmations to the chakras. So Andrew will lead you through that guided meditation. Bagus will stay with us throughout the session, and he will play live music. So you will have an extended treat of that beautiful music that you heard when we first came to the session. And to put the cherry on the top, we have few practitioners of Sahaja Yoga meditation who will come to the session at the end, and we will be just requesting them to share their Sahaja Yoga experience and their journey of why they are in Sahaja Yoga for 30-40 years later, and what was the interesting part in their journey of what they thought kept them in Sahaja Yoga, or why were they inspired to continue to meditate. So there is a lot for this program coming up, but we will be starting very, very soon. So I'll hand you over to Andrew, and we can start our meditation, and then I'll see you at the end with the experience sharing with the experienced meditator. So have a great night tonight, and I'll see you soon.
All right. Good evening, everybody. My name's Andrew. I'm a physiotherapist. I live in Sydney, and I'll be introducing to you, or going a little bit deeper, the use of affirmations. So most of us, when we've gone through to get our self-realization, we've used the affirmations where we put our hand on our heart and we say, "Am I the spirit?" And throughout the different chakras on the left side, we say certain affirmations that will clear the left side and overcome some of the problems on the left side that we need to overcome to get our self-realization, so the path of Kundalini is clear. There is a chart that we will share with you at the end of the program, which shows you affirmations for all the chakras on the central channel, on the left channel, and on the right channel. There are 7 main chakras within us, and the chakras on the left side relate to the emotions, or the quality of the left side. The chakras on the right side have a common quality in relation to the central chakra, but they specifically relate to the qualities of the right side. So I'll relate to the chart a little bit. So when we say affirmations to clear the left side is our emotional side. It relates to our past, our conditioning. So problems on the left side tend to be problems where we are too emotional, maybe lacking in confidence. So when we say an affirmation for the quality of the left side chakra, for example, on the heart, you'll say, I am the spirit. Or if you were clearing the left side Vishuddhi chakra, the 6th chakra, you'll say, I am not guilty. So, and when we are clearing the right side, or balancing or strengthening the chakras on the right side, we say, you are this quality, because the problems of the right side can be enhanced or cleared. The problems can be overcome because they're relating to ego, thinking too much of ourselves. So we say, you are the quality. So for example, when this chakra relates to forgiveness, but on the right side, which happens to cross over to the opposite side of the head, you have the left and right channel come up the body, cross over to the opposite side of the head at this point here. So the right Agnya chakra, the 6th chakra, we say, Mother, you are the power of forgiveness. Or you can say, I forgive everyone, but it's you are this quality. And also we can say what we will begin with, and I think the best thing is to understand for a start that we don't have to know all the affirmations. We don't have to know everything about Sahaja Yoga for it to work out. The Kundalini spontaneously comes up and clears the chakras when we go into thoughtless awareness. The tools that we're showing you here are simply tools. They're not the destination. Don't get too bogged down in trying to learn by heart the affirmations or trying to access all the information at once. Keep it really simple. And to that purpose, we're going to have, in a way, 2 meditations, both towards the same goal of being in total mental silence and being merged in this all-pervading energy of the divine, which is all around us. But slightly different ways of getting there. So the first meditation will be using the affirmations in a way like building blocks going from the 1st chakra to the 7th chakra. So don't engage your brain too much. Just say the affirmations in a way which is just allowing it to work out. Then that will hopefully bring us, or help bring us, into a state of mental silence. But I would ask that throughout the process, we sustain that state. And then in the second meditation, Shri Mataji will explain really that meditation should be effortless. And we don't require mantras or affirmations or techniques. the simplest technique is to hold your hands out before you. If Shri Mataji were there in person, would be holding your hands out towards her. And as has been explained to you, the power of the photograph is that it's like a catalyst. So when you have the photograph, you just hold your hands out, and in a way, that is the affirmation. Having that attitude will bring that state that we need to bring us into meditation. But so let's at least begin now by raising our Kundalini and giving ourselves a bandhan. So what we'll do is start at the base chakra. Anyway, we'll just left hand in front of the first chakra and then gradually working our hands up the central channel. Just take your time. Bring your hands above your head, bend your head backwards and tie a knot. So we're going to do this 3 times. One, 2, and then the 3rd time. 1, 2, 3. So then we'll leave our left hand open, bring our right hand across to the left side, bring our hand over the head and down the right side. That's 1. And we'll come back. 2. So it's 1 for each of the 7 chakras. 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. So let us put our hand on the heart to begin with and just say within us, Mother Kundalini, please let me have the necessary attitude and atmosphere so that I can really go deep into meditation. Please help me to have that attitude that will bring me to that state of meditation. So we'll start first of all by taking an affirmation for the left side channel. So we'll put our right hand, if you're sitting on the floor, leave your left hand open on your lap and let your right hand rest flat on the floor. If you're sitting on a chair, let your right hand hang towards the floor, fingers pointing towards the floor. And an affirmation we can take for the left channel is, Mother, please take away all my negativity of the emotions, of the conditionings, and take away all desires that are harmful to me. Mother Earth, please absorb all those things which affect my desire. Let my desire be pure. And we'll just sit for a moment, just feel that quietness. We'll leave our right hand on the floor or towards the earth, and we'll continue up the left side using the affirmations of the first chakra, the chakra of innocence and wisdom. And we'll say, Mother, you are the powerful innocence of a child within me. Mother, you are the powerful innocence of a child within me. And just bring our attention to that left side of where we're sitting on a chair, that part of our body which is connected with the earth. Feel that quietness with our attention there. Mother, you are the powerful innocence of a child within me. And we'll bring our attention just to the left side of where the leg and the stomach meets. So, Mother, you are the pure knowledge of the divine, which acts. And just have our attention there and just feel that quietness when you feel those words. Mother, you are the pure knowledge of the divine, which does everything. Take some deep breaths. And we'll bring our attention up to the left side, just under the ribs, just near the navel on the left side, the belly button. So I apologize because for the left side, we should be saying, I am this quality. So I am the powerful innocence of a child is the affirmation for the left side. First chakra. So we'll just say that together. I am the powerful innocence of a child. Still with the attention back down to where we're just touching the ground. And then where our left leg and the stomach meets, you say, I am the true pure knowledge of the divine, which acts. Because we wish to strengthen that confidence of our left side. Know that I am the true pure knowledge of the divine which acts. Increase my volume a little bit. Now that I am the pure knowledge of the divine which acts. We can alternatively put the right hand just under the ribs now for the next chakra on the left side, the Nadi chakra, just to the left side of the belly button. And we can say here, Mother, I am completely satisfied. Mother, I am peaceful. Mother, I am a generous person. Mother, I am completely satisfied, peaceful, and a generous person. And just feel that within you rather than thinking about it or analyzing. Just feel that quietness that confidence gives us. Still with our hand there, which is also the left side of the void within us, you say, Mother, I am my own guru. I am my own master. Now we'll bring our right hand onto the heart and say, Mother, I am the spirit. I am the pure spirit. I'm not this mind. I'm not the body or these thoughts. I am that pure awareness, that pure source of joy of the divine and pure consciousness, pure awareness. Mother, I am the spirit. And just take a few deep breaths and just enjoy that quietness with the attention on the heart. We'll bring our right hand up to the left side of the neck, turn the head to the right and say, Mother, I am not guilty. And then we'll put our right hand on the back of the head, which relates to the left side of this chakra, the sixth chakra. You can say, Mother, please forgive me for any mistakes against my spirit. Or you can say, Mother, I am a good person. And then at Sahasrara, bend the head forwards and put the palm of the hand on the top of the head and massage the scalp clockwise. And we'll say here, Mother, I am protected from any challenges to my spiritual ascent. Mother, I am a realized soul. Just feel that quietness with the attention at the Sahasrara and hold the right hand above the head now, a few inches, and just feel that silence. The right hand back onto the lap. So now we're going to say some affirmations for the right side channel, beginning from the base chakra. So with the right hand on the lap with the palm upwards, we'll put the left hand on the floor, palm downwards. So we're going to clear the right side Muladhara chakra, or the base chakra. And we will say here, Mother, you are the destroyer of negativity. You destroy everything that challenges my innocence. Destroy anything within me that goes against my spiritual ascent. Then we'll bring our attention to the right side where the leg and the tummy meets. And the affirmation here is, Mother, you are the doer. You do everything. Mother, you do everything. You are the doer and you are the enjoyer. We'll bring our attention to the liver on the right side. Put the left hand just under the ribs on the right side, which is the liver within us and is the seat of our attention. Mother, you are the strength of my pure attention. Mother, you give me the steadiness of attention, the focus. You are the royal dignity in me, the solution to all my family and money worries. I surrender all my worries to you. Keeping the hand there, you can say, Mother Kundalini, you are my Guru and Master. You are the source of my self-mastery. Feel that quietness with the attention there. And just pause and just slow the breathing and just keep the hand steady, the attention steady. We'll bring our right hand to the heart. The right side, the quality is of responsibility. And we say at the heart, Mother, you are the responsibility in me. You are the sense of responsibility. And you give me the boundaries of knowing what is right, what is good conduct. Take some nice big breaths to really open up the heart. And then we'll bring our right hand up to the right side of the neck. Bend the head forwards a little bit. Mother, you are sweetness in my words and deeds. You give me the sense of collectivity and of diplomacy. And we'll bring our the left hand across the forehead. And we say here, Mother, you are the power of forgiveness in me. You give me that power of forgiveness. I forgive everyone and everything. And put the left hand down, bring the right hand to the top of the head, bend the head forwards and just massage the top of the head again. Mother, you are the victory of all the challenges to my spiritual ascent. Mother, you are the one who removes all the doubts within me. And we'll bring the right hand above the head and just feel whatever it is we're feeling above the head, bring the attention there. Just feel that quietness with the hand above here and with the attention here. We'll put our right hand with the palm open, both our hands on our lap with the palms upwards. And we'll bring our attention now back to the base chakra in the middle. For the central chakras, we say, Mother, please make me. So we are expressing that pure desire and the surrender to awaken the central channel of Kundalini. So, Mother, please make me innocent and wise. And then feel the quietness and just keep the attention on the central base chakra, the first chakra. Mother, please make me innocent and wise. And then bring our attention up just to the level of the belt at the back of the spine. Just where the beginning of the spine is, where it joins that sacrum bone at the top of the pelvis. Mother, please make me creative. Mother Kundalini, please make me creative. Help me to be creative without ego and with pure knowledge, with pure awareness of the divine. Let the divine manifest in everything that I do and say. Then we'll bring our attention up a little bit to the level of the belly button. We'll just leave our hands on our lap. Just focus the attention there in the middle of the void area. So, Mother, please make me satisfied. Let all my desires be only for this connection with you, with the divine, with the pure spirit within me. Let our attention expand out to the whole void area and say, Mother, please make me fully my own guru, my own master. And we'll bring our attention up to the heart, the middle of the chest. Again, take some deep breaths. Say, Mother, please make me completely fearless. Please make me the vessel, the carrier of your pure divine love. Let my heart expand so that I can have that love for the whole of humanity, and most of all for you, who are the source of everything. Take some big breaths and just enjoy that fullness and that joy of the heart. Bringing the attention up to the throat, the base of the neck. Say, Mother, please help me to become a completely detached witness. Mother, please make me part and parcel of the whole. Let me experience that oneness with all, with everyone. And we'll bring our attention up to the top of your head. We'll put our right hand there, press the hand down, and just move again clockwise, the Sahasrara chakra. So, Mother, please make me completely self-realized. Help me, please make me able to completely recognize the divine within me and everywhere. Please make me able to feel your presence, the nature of the divine, of pure love, which is everywhere. Mother, thank you with all my heart for my self-realization. Then we bring our right hand above the heart, the head, the top of the head, which is the heart chakra. On our head is the Sahasrara chakra. And just for a little while, just keep the hand there and just enjoy that quietness with the attention fully there. Let our attention become completely silent. And when we listen to the beautiful music of the piano, which is Bagus is going to play for us live for a few minutes, for a little while, we'll just listen as though we're listening from this space at the top of the head without thinking or analyzing, just enjoying purely without reacting, just being in the present moment. we'll just sustain that quietness. The next part of the program, we're going to listen to Shri Mataji explaining how meditation is effortlessness. It should be effortless. And all the techniques that we teach you, all the affirmations, later on mantras, are just instruments that we can use to help us to get there. But the greatest instrument is the surrendering to the divine, which is all around us, and to be effortless. So Shri Mataji will now explain how we can allow ourselves to be that. This is the talk about how to surrender ourselves to that silence.
Alive. In the same way, the vibrations are coming, they are radiated. What you have to do is to expose yourself to it. The best is not to put in any effort. Don't worry at what point you have a problem. Say many people during meditation have seen if they catch somewhere, they go on looking after. You just don't have to worry. You just let it go. And it will work by itself. It's going easy. So, you don't have to put in any effort. This is what meditation is. Meditation means exposing yourself to God's grace. Now the grace itself knows how to cure you. It knows how to mend you, how to settle down itself into your own being, keep your spirit kindled. It knows everything. So you don't have to worry as to what you have to do, or what name you have to take, what mantras you have to do. In meditation, you have to be absolutely effortless. Expose yourself fully. And you have to be absolutely thoughtless at that time. Supposing you possibility, you may not be thoughtless. At that time, you have to just watch your thoughts, but don't get involved into them. You will find gradually, as the sun rises, the darkness goes away, and the sun's rays go into every crevice and every part, and makes the whole place lighted. In the same way, your being will be completely lighted. But if you put in an effort that time, or try to stop something within you, or try to give it a bandhan, it will be. Effortlessness is the only way to meditation. But you should not be lethargic about it. You should be alert and watching. The other side could be people just doze off. No. You have to be alert. If you doze off, nothing will work. That's another side of it. If you are lazy about it, nothing will work. You have to be alert and open, absolutely aware, completely effortless, absolutely effortless. If you are absolutely effortless, meditation will work the best. Don't think of your problems at all, whatever chakras you have, anything. Just expose yourself. See, when the sun shines, all the nature exposes itself to the sun and receives the blessings of the sun effortlessly. It doesn't put in any effort. It just receives itself. When it receives the sun's rays, then the sun's rays start acting and activating. In the same way, the all-pervading power starts working. You are not to maneuver it, you are not to do anything about it, just be effortless. Absolutely effortless. Don't take any names, do not bother if your raga is catching, this is catching, that is catching. It is working out. It will go on working as long as it can, and it will do the miracle that it has to do. You don't have to worry about it. It knows its job. But when you put in an effort, actually you create a barrier for it. So no effort is needed. Be absolutely effortless and say, let it go, that's all. No mantras to be chanted. In case you find it's impossible, then you can take my name. But there is no need even. When you put your hand towards me, that's the mantra. This gesture itself is the mantra. You see, there is no need to say it more, but the thought, the mind, the emotion should be that we have not spread our hands to that. And it should work. When this emotion is absolutely complete, there is no need to say any mantra. You go beyond it. So one has to be absolutely effortless. Absolutely effortless. That is what it is. Meditation is for your own asset. Is for your own capital gains that you have to have. But once you get into it, you also achieve your powers. Like you become a governor, you get the powers of the governor. At this time, you don't have to think about anybody else. You are not to put your attention to anybody else, but just receive it. Just receive it. Do not think of any other problem, but that you have to be effortless. Absolutely effortless. It would work best on the people who are just receiving it. You have problems, that's why you are here. But you cannot solve them. They are to be solved by divine power. This must be understood fully, that we cannot solve our problems. It is beyond us to solve our problems. So, leave it in the hands of the divine power and expose yourself effortlessly, absolutely effortlessly. Sit in comfort and properly with both the feet on the ground, with both the hands. Relax like this. Be comfortable. You should not be uncomfortable at all. You should be very comfortable because you have to sit for quite some time. And you try to put your attention on me within yourself, if you can, to my Kundalini, if you can. You can come into my Kundalini, just like this. The hand should be like this straight. So effortlessness is the key word. Absolutely effortlessly. Whether you are meditating before me or before my photograph.
So maintaining that deep peace I hope we're all feeling. We're just going to slowly, with full attention, type our Kundalini. Using the right hand of action and the left hand of desire, that we can request that we can sustain anything we've gained in this meditation. And then Bandhan to spread the vibrations of the divine, vibrations of our Kundalini over our whole subtle system, to give us that protection. And again, to sustain that connection within us. And then put our hands together and say, thank you, Mother, Mother Kundalini, thank you, Divine, for giving me my self-realization. Help me to be worthy of that blessing. Going back to Mahima.
What a beautiful meditation. Thank you, Andrew, for such a beautiful guided meditation and really a blissed out experience. I was completely relaxed after a very long day at work, and so peaceful and so relaxed and so calming. So thank you again. That was beautiful. So that concludes the formal part of the meditation for tonight. However, we do have a treat for all those who are not so pressed with time. So do stay back, and we have some meditators who've been practicing Sahaja Yoga for many, many years. We will be inviting them on screen, and then we will be talking to them about their experience of Sahaja Yoga. So if you are able to stay back, I know it's been an hour. So if you're able to stay back for this part, please do stay back. We won't be too long. We just want to share the experiences of Sahaja Yoga practitioners from for those ones who have been coming along for 20, 30, 40 years or more. So we've got a few of them today. If you have to go, as you know, that all these sessions are going to get recorded, so you do have access to this recording. We will continue to record the rest of the evening with our, the guest experience sharing meditators. So if you have to leave, we will see you tomorrow. And if you are happy to stay along, we will move on to the next part of the program. So now I will invite John Michelle from Sydney and Hetty from Sunshine Coast in Queensland in Australia, and Debbie, I think you are in Brisbane as well in Australia. So welcome, John Michelle. So nice to see you.
Thank you, Mahima.
Yeah,
it's my pleasure.
It is our pleasure to have you on board as well. So I'm just waiting for Hetty and Debbie to come on screen as well. And then we can go into our sharing of an experience. Oh, I can see Debbie. Hello.
Hi there. Hi, how are you? Nice to be here.
Yeah, welcome and nice to see you too. And is Hetty here?
Yeah, I'm here.
Wonderful.
I'm here, but I can't get my video on for some reason.
We will get that sorted for you. So welcome. So John, Michelle, Hetty, and Debbie are practicing Sahaja Yoga meditation for a very long period of time. There you are. We can see you now.
I'm here.
And today we thought we'll throw them into the deep end by asking them about their own journey of Sahaja Yoga meditation. I know we have got so many of us, in this meeting who are attending Sahaja Yoga meditation for the last 17 days. However, you all have been through this journey many, many years ago. So I was going to ask you, what were some of the challenges that you all experienced when you first came to Sahaja Yoga, and you felt that that was a tricky part? However, you were able to get over it, and you have continued to stay in this meditation, or have been able to practice this meditation. So what is one of the biggest obstacle you felt that you experienced when you first came to this meditation to continue to be able to meditate? Who are we going to go first with? Maybe we'll go with John Michel.
All right. How much time do you have?
We're going to keep it. I got told we should take no longer than half an hour.
All right.
They're going to bed, but in other parts of the world, they might have the whole day. So let's keep it brief.
Yes.
Minutes.
I was just joking because we've had a few things to work out, but the main thing for me that was very critical. So what kept me going was I was able to feel silent in the meditation when I was meditating collectively. When I was going back home, I could not focus. I didn't have power in my attention for some reason. So I was not able to actually cool down, relax, and meditate at home. I was able to meditate every time I was going to meetings. So this was really important, that I had the support from other people. And after several months, maybe 3 months, I was starting to be able to meditate at home. So I recommend everyone not to give up, because if you feel that it's beneficial for you and there is something good, you got to persist, and your desire can take you there.
Wow, what a beautiful articulated answer, John Michel. Thank you for that. Okay, we'll get Hetty to go next. I'm just going in a round the clock on my screen.
Yeah, for me, it was in the beginning, what was really hard was that, when you have your self-realization, so everybody here is talking about ego and conditionings and super ego. And I actually thought I didn't have much ego, and I definitely thought I didn't have many conditionings. And but as the Kundalini starts working on you and you start to meditate, it starts to the process of where you get to know yourself and where you go, your journey within. And for me, I was a very angry person and controlling and trying to keep the family on the rails and solving problems and that kind of things. So for me, slowly, I got more and more understanding of what the ego is, and often my own ego was exposed to myself. So that's the way I got to know myself, and that wasn't very pleasant. So in the beginning, I had there was those two sides: the beautiful experience of the meditation itself, and then the exposure of the sides of myself that I didn't like very much, but were definitely there. And of course, very often I'm not very impressed with myself. But over time, we start to address these things and then go to the next thing and the next thing, and get more and more things in balance just through meditating. And also the ability, that often your ego and your conditionings, they are only exposed to yourself when you can bear it. So don't worry about it too much. And it's often in a way where there's a lot of humor. When you look back, it's like, this is absolutely hilarious. And I've come now more to a place that when we're humans and we make mistakes, that I can just have a really good laugh about myself. And I'm just often also happy to share the mistakes. Don't get me started. So yeah, the same thing. Just keep going and just be relaxed about the mistakes that are exposed to yourself through the Kundalini. And over time, it will be just so worth it.
Wow, that's beautiful. Thank you, Harry. What a deep insight in yourself. So thank you for sharing that. And now to Debbie.
Yeah. Probably the biggest thing for me was making that time to do the meditation and then to do the foot soak. And it actually took me quite some time to really get the habit of foot soaking, of really doing it on a daily basis. And even the meditation, like I went to programs and I would feel fabulous, just absolutely go home feeling fantastic. And I knew that this was what I was looking for. It was like finding the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. But then to maintain that from one program to the next and to get into that habit of doing that daily meditation and daily foot soak, it probably took me quite some time, really. Like it took me quite a while to develop that. So really, I guess just going to the programs and just persisting. And I think that's what we're all saying, is that persistence, because when you do it, you feel fabulous. And a bit like Hetty, like things would come up. And I remember sort of going, and feeling a little bit shaky at times with it. But then all of a sudden you could see the light at the end of the tunnel, and you just had to go for that light at the end of the tunnel, and you'd get there and you go, that now I'm back to feeling good. And so gradually things do come up and you do see yourself. But yeah, just be patient with yourself and the whole practice thing.
Thank you, Debbie. That's wonderful. And I hope it is supporting some of the questions that our attendees are asking, based on their journey and why is it not working, on how quickly it's going to fix my, issues or family struggles or problems or whatever, we all have, and we want to come and find that peace through this meditation. So I hope it is supporting. I have one last question for everybody to ask as well. So is there one of the instances that you would like to share that you thought that was quite unique, and how did that happen, and that kind of you attributed it to your meditation, that now I meditate and wow, this thing has happened to me? So is there a story you would like to share briefly with our audience today? Something that happened, realized, wow, Sahaja Yoga really works, or how did it work for you? Don't we'll go with Debbie this time.
Actually, it was back in the very early stages. I hadn't been meditating, don't think for that long. And it was like a miracle that happened. But my husband and I had driven up to a place about 6 hours away from home. My sister and her husband were there. They had a boat in the water, and so we were there, and we were diving off this boat during the day, swimming and da-da-da. Anyway, we went to go home, and my husband put his hand in the pocket of his shorts, and the keys had fallen out, and they'd fallen out in the water. And we were like, what are we going to do? Because in those days, this is going way, way back, there was nothing around. I think it was a Sunday as well. So we were going to sort of be stuck there. Then you'd have to get home to get the speak. Anyway, and I'd not been in Sahaja, I don't think, that long. And I remember someone telling me about Bandhans, putting something into Bandhan when it happens. And my husband had been diving in off the back of the boat to try and find the keys in the sand underneath. And all of a sudden this thought came to me, put it into Bandhan, just do this. And so I did. And as he dived from the back of this boat again into the water, the sun came out from behind a cloud, and the sun ray went right through the water and shone on the keys as he And he could see them, like he had been doing this a couple of times, couldn't find them. And as soon as I did this bandhan, the sun came up from behind a cloud, the ray went into it, and it actually hit the keys. And as he dived in so he could see them, and he came up and we had the keys to our car. It's just like, and that to me was like, oh my gosh, like these ability, these powers that we have, and how our problems can be solved through this power of the Kundalini and my surrendering things. Like it was so like, yeah, it was just amazing. And that really stuck with me for a very long time. So I was very impressed with that.
Yeah.
Hey?
What an experience. Wow. So I wonder if John is going to top this one.
Mm-hmm.
So what was your experience that that you felt that, you know, that was very unique and you attributed it to Sahaja Yoga or the practice of Sahaja Yoga?
For me, I will tell about something that actually made me become a Sahaja Yogi. Because when I started the meditation, I could feel it was good. I was listening to Shri Mataji, and I believe what she was saying was true. But still, I had doubts coming. Now and then, I had doubts. Is that the right path? Is that the right thing to do? Because before that, I was doing some kind of Zen meditation, and it didn't really give me the answers I was looking for within myself. And the teaching was slightly different. So I was a bit confused, and I didn't want to be misled. So now and then I had these doubts about whether it was the truth or not. And it went on for several months like this, up to a point where I went on holidays and I just stopped doing anything and just went, to Morocco for a few weeks. When I came back, I felt I should go back to meditate with a group. So I went back, and I was going there without any expectations at all. And we have seen in workshops that from time to time we can exchange vibrations. We can help others with our own hands to help them establish their vibrations and so on. So I was in this meeting, and one of the Sahaja Yogis, more established, was behind my back, raising my Kundalini and, very simple things. And I just let go of everything. And I felt my attention went within me. I was not disturbed at all by anything outside. And it went deep down. I could feel my attention was going deep down myself. It went down to my roots. If I can imagine myself as a tree, it was going to the tip of the root at the bottom. And when it touched it, I knew it was the truth. It just came to me, this is the truth. And I can say that from that moment, I became a Sahaja Yogi in the sense that I knew, I gave all my attention, all my effort, all my desire was ready and available, because I trusted what was happening to me. And from then on, I started growing. My chakras one by one opened, and I discovered things I've never knew before. I had miracles, as Devi had, about my health. I got sick, I did some bandhans, I got cured, all sorts of things like this. Once this depth touched me.
Wow. What a beautiful, beautiful experience. Thank you, John Michel. We're moving on to Hedy. How did you go finding Sahaja Yoga, and what unique experience you've had?
Yeah, I just want to share an experience of protection. So right from the start that I started Sahaja meditation, I have so many stories of how I felt protected in a situation. And at itself, it looks like a coincidence, but all the stories together make them all miracles, because it just happens so consistently. And the other thing, what happens is when I have a fear or a worry, somehow a situation comes up that addresses that fear that I have. Sometimes even when I don't really realize I have that fear, and it comes up with a situation, and yeah, and it shows me how protected I am. And yeah, so this story is not that long ago, I think about half a year ago. And I was actually on the way to Sahaja Yoga program, not here on the Sunshine Coast. And normally I'm not like, I don't feel fearful in general, but I had for like a week or so, I was a bit worried that the traffic gets really busy, and in some way I was a bit scared to end up in an accident or something. I don't know where that fear came from, but it was just there. And I went on the freeway, but I just stayed on the side lane to turn off. And there was 3 lanes of traffic going 100 kilometers an hour. And in front of me was like a little truck from a builder. And the builders here have like an open little truck, and then with a massive toolboxes on it. Like they are hundreds of kilos heavy. And normally I'm just kind of a lot closer to cars because it's so busy. But this time somehow I backed off and was quite a bit further away. And at 100 kilometers, 3 lanes, I'm in the left lane. This massive toolbox comes off the truck, and it comes right towards me. And like this is all milliseconds, but it's unbelievable of how many thoughts can go through your mind. And I thought, okay, what am I gonna do? And I thought, I've got this. Like I can go on the side lane, you know, beside the freeway, and then I can go around it. But I thought that's not really good either, because then the person behind me is gonna smash into this at 100 kilometers an hour. So while this is all happening, I just get closer, and the box is sliding straight towards me. And then I'm just about, okay, that the only thing I can do, and it went so quick, I couldn't even, like, I hadn't even touched the brake yet. And so I thought the only way is to go around it. And then suddenly, like this hundreds of kilos, it comes towards me. And it's like, it's like it's on wheels, and it goes whoosh in the grass on the side. Now, that doesn't happen to a massive box like that. So if it would have gone the other way, like there would have been like 50 cars involved in the accident and smashing into this. And it just completely effortless went out of the way. And I tried to sign to the people in the truck that they lost something, but they just had no idea. They thought I was just being funny. So I got some interesting reaction there. But yeah, I went to the program. I thought, like, oh my goodness, like what just happened here? And this is not like normal, because like this massive toolbox, like it couldn't just disappear like that, as if it's on wheels. So yeah, just that's just one of them, of yeah, feeling the divine protection, as well as addressing my fears all at the same time.
Wow, what an amazing experience. What an interesting one as well, to see things, you know, moving, changing courses, not coming your way. It's very,
I would like to share something else, actually.
Yes, sure. Go ahead.
Just following on this, that might help people. That's why I want to share it. I had some, when I started Sahaja, I had a few blockages in different parts of myself. And one of them was the fear I had this fear that was just there since I was very small. And I had this feeling of guilt. I was very, very shy, would you believe? But I was very shy. I could not I would not be able to speak like this, for sure. So I had that fear, and I had this feeling of guilt that was coming very easily. And in the meditation, this was showing up, you know, and in my life, it was showing up that this fear was an obstacle for me to grow. And what happened is, I was looking for a job. I was still studying, but I was looking for a job. And the job I found was to be a supervisor in a boarding school. And the kids in the boarding school were 15. And I've never done this before. So I was looking after these kids in the evening for them to study, and at night in the dormitory. I had 70 kids around 15 years old, and I was petrified. Every day I was petrified. At my desk, I was petrified. And Shri Mataji told us, whenever you feel something that disturbs you, you just do a bandhan like this. You ask for help, and you don't think about it. Or you do bandhan on your chakras and forget about it. Just try that. So I was in this situation where I was I didn't have any choice. So I had to face the situation, and I was using whatever I knew. So I was doing this, and I was, you know, surrendering, whatever. And after a few months, I woke up one morning, and I was like, honestly, I felt I was out of jail. Something left from me, something unlocked, and it never came back. This fear never came back as it was, and this guilt got much reduced, and then I could move on to something better and deeper. So that's what Hetty was saying, is whatever is our condition in our chakras, wherever it comes from, it doesn't really matter. But if we have some deficiencies, this Kundalini energy is constantly clearing, opening the way, and guiding us to take us into situations where this blockage will be exposed to ourselves, so that we can let it go and surrender it, and show our ability to go beyond it. It's like when we say, I forgive everyone, it's a very difficult thing to do, because when we say I forgive, it means I let go, I surrender. I'm not using my ego anymore. I just let go. And whenever we have issues like this in our chakras, what we need to learn is simply to trust, let go, open our heart, and come to peace. If we can try that every time we have an issue, we have a good chance to succeed.
Thank you so much for sharing that, John Michel. And while I noticed that all of you have actually said something that is known as a bandhan, that you give bandhan or you surrender. So maybe it's a good time to, maybe one of you could actually explain what giving bandhan is that we're talking about, writing it on our hand and doing this, or doing it on the chakras. So if you can explain to all the new, new people who are learning, that what really is giving a bandhan actually means in terms of Sahaj. So it's not really that, it's like a wishy-washy or something. So we can talk about the scientific or the actual method of it. So if people are interested. So just briefly, could you explain what is giving a bandhan is?
Yeah, I can explain that.
Thank you, Hetty.
So we're not supposed to worry or have fears about things that we cannot control in the first place. So, which is a lot of issues usually. And but when we surrender this to the divine, then we can let go of that fear and worry and give it away. So Shri Mataji also talks about it, like if we have problems and we try to solve it ourselves, she said, then the divine energy says, okay, you go ahead, give it a go. And then usually when everything gets stuck and you tried everything, then and there's no other way forward, then you can hand it over to the divine, and over time you will do that quicker and quicker, and just stay out of it and don't try it so hard yourself. So what you do, you write with your action hand, with the right, you write in the left, where's my hand here? You write in the hand palm. So this is the Sahasrara here. And here you write the problem or the person that you worry about, or the situation. So, and the magic word, the magic 2 words are best outcome. So you're not gonna tell the divine what it needs to do. So if you have financial problems, you can write your own name, financial issues, best outcome. And then you give it a bandhan like this, and you just surrender it. So you don't need to do anything with your hands to surrender. You just, from your heart, you give it over. So it's always best outcome. And if you worry about a certain person, you just put a name there. You don't have to tell the divine what it needs to do. You just say the person's full name or the name that you know it, and you give it a bandhan and you surrender. So you can use this for a million things, and it's all about things you cannot control yourself anyway. So I always use it when I apply for jobs. Then I just put my own name, job, and best outcome. And we have to take action still. So we take action and we apply for jobs, houses, whatever. But the decision is to the divine of which job we're going to get, or which house we're going to get, or anything else.
Yeah, thank you, Hattie. That's such a beautiful way to...
Can I add? I would like to add something on this.
Sure, definitely.
This bandhan is... yes, can be applied to anything. It works best is when we have, like, for example, I'm looking for a job. Obviously, that's important. But the divine doesn't understand money very much, in the sense that this motherly energy understands evolution. It wants to take us to becoming the spirit, which is the pure state of joy and peace. So if we need a job to give us some time for meditation, this is a good purpose. If we need a job to make money, to buy 100 houses and save money in a box and all these things, it might not work the way we think. So any bandhan we do, we have to have a pure try to have a pure intention, a pure desire about it, that this is the most effective when we use bandhans for this evolution process. I don't know if it's clear what I'm saying, but...
No, it definitely makes sense. I guess in most simple terms, what bandhan to me is just letting go. The whole idea of meditation is freedom from thoughts. And when we worry about things, or when, when the keys are lost and we need to get home, we need to have a solution, and we are letting go of our own brain at that point of churning the thoughts over and over and leaving into worries or anxiety. So bandhan is a very simple way to just let go, have faith in something beyond your mental capacity to say, I have a divine energy looking after me, and that divine energy can look after the issues that I'm facing in life. So in my understanding, I understand bandhan is a letting go process, which can give me freedom from thoughts, that I surrender, I let go, and I surrender to this mothering energy. I surrender to the divine energy around me to look after my affairs while I can become thoughtless. So it's a very simple trick. And that's what Hetty and John Michelle have both explained, that it's just a way of letting go. You can give yourself a bandhan to just say, I want to let go of my thoughts. I want to let go of my issues or whatever problems that surround us. So it's just a process of letting go.
Can I say one more thing?
Yes.
So the only way to get experiences of how this works is just by doing it. And that is very important, that you over time get more and more experiences of how this whole divine works. And the success of Bandhan is very much related to your surrendering skills. So the more you can actually really surrender.
It's good. I like that. Surrendering skills. That's good.
Which we are developing as we continue to meditate.
No, look, at the end of the day, what I found about the Bandhan, it is very joyful, because we are in a situation where we are not alone. And this is the most important that I have discovered in the beginning of Sahaja Yoga. When I realized I was not alone on that journey, that gave me a lot of joy, a lot of strength.
Well, that's a very, very good point, John Michelle, that all the people who are coming to these sessions and they are coming to meditate with us are going through this meditative journey that we all have been at some point in our life, and we still continue to be on this journey, discovering more about ourselves and strengthening our meditation. And it's good to know that we are not alone, and there's so many of us, sharing this experience from around the world. So that always blows, me out of the, wow, I know you originally were from France and Hetty from, is it Netherlands or Holland? And then we are all, sitting in Australia and, sharing this global meditation with Bagus playing this amazing music from Japan, and Andrew, giving us this guided meditation. And the technicians, I think, from
Andrew was originally from Ukraine, I believe.
Yeah, so it's just amazing. So we do want to share that message with everybody who's attending today, that don't think you're alone in this journey. We are all with you, and hence the mentoring, and hence this guided meditations and the sessions, for you. And you will get there. It's not for many people, I'm reading some experience which are like rocket science. They're going from A to Z, and wow, I can experience this, I felt this, and I can already feel all the vibrations and sensations. And some of you are still saying, I'm still getting to it. So it is a process, and it is an ongoing process. Even for all of us who've been coming to this meditation, practicing this meditation for decades, we still are in this process of getting to know more and more about ourselves and go deeper. So thank you again for your time, John Michelle, Hetty, and Debbie. And thank you to all our participants who have come to these sessions. I think we'll let you go and have a good night's sleep after this, especially for those in Australian continent or the Eastern Australian coast. And a very big thank you to all the people behind the scenes for putting together all the slides and the videos, and all the technicians and the breakout room people and all the testing of the mic and sound system. So very, very big thank you to all our participants and all the technicians and all of you that are watching on YouTube and joining us on Zoom tonight. So we will see you all back tomorrow again at the same time for the day 18 session. And we'll continue this meditative journey. So do keep in touch with us, letting us know about your experiences or questions through WhatsApp group or commenting on the chat now. And we look forward to seeing you all, welcoming you back into the next session tomorrow. So I hope you had a great night, and we will certainly catch up again tomorrow. So have a good night. Thank you, everybody. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Thank you, Mahima.